Dude, I never even planned on having a perfect season.
I don't think anyone ever does. Like,
no,
it just
dude.
happens.
Every single weekend, I'm like, dude, I'll probably go down this weekend. You know, like I'm gonna fuck up, or somebody's gonna get me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just the competition's too high, and you go the next weekend. I never felt the pressure that whole 2002 until the last moto. I'm like, dude,
I won every
I win 23. I win 23 motos. Like, I can't drop the ball. And so, like, I've never felt pressure up until then.
Yeah.
Of my whole career, or like I was like nervous. Like,
yeah.
Dude, I can't mess this up. Ever, never, ever have felt that pressure until that. I'm like, damn, I hope like people experience this every single weekend.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it. There ain't no way.
And you did it 2 years in a row?
I did it in 2002 and then 2024.
So rad.
Yeah, it was crazy.
2004.
2002, 2004.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to know is, how do you win 67 national amateur championships? How's that even possible?
Yeah,
you go
because
to every fucking race on the planet.
Yeah, like, how do
you go to every race. You go to every race on the planet.
Your parents pay for everything, and you're there.
That's right. Yeah, it's like you go to every single amateur race, and you race every class that you can race, that you're allowed to race. So,
how many classes do you think you're racing a weekend?
Yeah, 711 stock and modified 60s, 711 85 stock and modified. Then you go to the 80cc and not 65 and 80s. Then when I was moved up to the big bikes, I'm racing like 125 stock and mod A, 250 stock and mod A.
And you don't have practice bike mechanics back then. It's like,
dude,
you
listen,
and dad
my
working on everything.
parents were like poor, dude. We lived in a motorhome for 2.5 years, and that's one thing like about my journey that listen, I had a talent. There's no doubt about that.
Yep.
Like, I was able to ride a dirt bike. But one thing I feel like that I was given was I was able to realize and see the sacrifice that my parents made at a very young age.
Which
I
a lot
can
of kids
remember
don't
like 11
understand
years
that.
old, like there were times where I wanted to quit, dude. I hated racing, hated it. And practicing and all that, especially at that young age, from like 10 to 14, hated it. Because there wasn't greener pastures, and my practice bikes were clapped, and I didn't have no practice bike mechanic, and it's just it gets so monotonous and redundant, and you're just like, dude, get me out of here.
Why am I
but
doing
I never
this?
but I always saw like the struggles that my parents would go through to get me there.